Boredar or Pronoundar every pony. This is BronyDan. It's not original, but hey, you try coming up with originality these days. Folks, I'm going to be honest with you. We have witnessed a rarity in this show that we rarely get. Something that we must cherish whenever we get the chance. What do I mean by this? I mean, we have actually gotten a good Spike episode. And I mean really good as well. This is like Inspiration Manifestation and Equestria Girls level of good. Well, I certainly can't wait. So let's take a look at Gauntlet of Fire. We start the episode off with Spike and Rarity searching for gems in a bat-infested cave.
We can't stop here. This is bat country.
I'm sorry. How could I not put that in? However, Spike's scales begin to glow unexpectedly, but fortunately the princesses of exposition are at Twilight's castle to explain. Apparently, Spike is being summoned by the Dragon Lord, and now he must go to the Dragonlands to answer it. But Twilight and Rarity decide to go along.
I could research them, maybe even write an article. This could be my chance to make a great contribution to the knowledge of Equestria. And be there for Spike, of course.
Yep, it's a good thing you're keeping focus on the most important things, Twilight. Also, finally! We are getting some world building! We're not just going to the same places over and over again. Here is the exploring Equestria that we have been waiting for. Well, with a new disguise, they arrive in the Dragonlands where...
Hey, look! It's our old friend Sparkle Warkle.
It's Spike?
Are you sure your pony friends didn't give you a pony name?
Oh, gobble. Has there ever been a character more despised than... Okay, aside from her. Oh, come on! The hatred towards her was unjustified. Well, anyway, we see the Dragon Lord arrive and... Holy shit, you're a big bastard, aren't you?
And my reign has been extraordinary. Agree with me!
Jeez, with all the shouting this guy does, he must be Brian Blessed's spirit animal. It turns out that Dragon Lord Torch is basically retiring and is offering the other dragons to compete for the title of Dragon Lord in the Gauntlet of Fire. Are they trying to make a Harry Potter reference here? If so, it doesn't really work. Because the Goblet of Fire was not the name of the tournament. It was the decider for who got to compete in the tournament. If you're gonna reference something, at least get it right. And the winner is whoever successfully returns an item called the Bloodstone Scepter from the Flame Kano. Wow, that name sounds a bit redundant. However, Spike doesn't seem all that interested in being Dragon Lord, so tries to leave, but Torch stops him.
Oh, hi, your lordship. I was just going home.
Pull your finger out, you lazy bastard! I'll kill you, you bastard!
Fortunately, Spike changes his mind when he hears what the other dragons plan to do when they win, especially Garble.
We'll take whatever we want from Equestria and burn the rest.
Well, now that he feels that he needs to save Equestria, Spike joins the other dragons to fly over to the Flame Kano, except for the fact that... Well, you're left with one other option, Spike.
Swim, 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 swim.
But after he saves one of the dragons from drowning, he discovers it to be the Dragon Lord's daughter, Princess Ember. Apparently she wants to compete as well, but her father won't let her on the grounds that she isn't strong enough. I guess the term heir to the throne does not apply to dragon culture. So now Spike and Ember decide to work together in order to get to the Bloodstone Scepter, passing through the obstacles with ease. Also, hi Craggle, until they reach the final cavern.
You made it! Oh, we were so worried.
Wait, how did you two get through?
Look, just think of us as those AIs that pop up in video games, then it'll make sense. But Ember still doesn't seem to value friendship as she decides that since they've made it through the obstacles, then their alliance has ended and it's every dragon for themselves. But luckily, Spike manages to get to the Bloodstone Scepter first.
Can't believe I'm the only dragon to make it this far.
You're not.
Oh, of course you had to make it through. Can't you go get impaled on something? Well, of course Ember was gonna come back and save him. What do you think was gonna happen? So now it's a three-way battle for the scepter, with Spike becoming the victor. Whoa, Spike saw some shit there, man.
I'm so f***ing high right now.
So now that Spike has ultimate control over the dragons, he gives the power over to Ember.
I was just doing this to protect the ponies, but I know you'll protect them just as well as I would have.
You sure about this?
Absolutely.
Well, now Ember has become the Dragon Lord, Garble is publicly humiliating himself, we have a new ship, and a possible new alliance between dragons and ponies. Overall, it's a win-win situation. I think everyone could agree that this definitely is the best Spike episode we've gotten so far. We finally got to see some more world building and lore expansion that we've been promised. We got a new and interesting character and friend for Spike, and oh yeah, Spike didn't screw things up for once. I honestly feel much more excited for this season now, as this episode opens up some new possibilities for the future. Maybe seeing ponies and dragons working together to combat a force that they can't win by themselves. We can only hope and guess, but if so, then I eagerly await to see what they come up with. This is BronyDan saying, Nostar.